let's get comfy. Well, let's talk about spirit guides. Now, I've got my dog right here. We'll talk about spirit animals in another video, so you might hear or see him. But for now, let's talk about spirit guides. It's a question I get asked most often. Here's what I'll let you know I have learned. We all have a spirit guide. A spirit guide is somebody we have assigned while we were in spirit to sort of watch over our life plan, to keep us on track with what we're here to learn, what we're here to practice, what areas we're here to gain wisdom on. They are sort of like an organizer and a partner with us in what we want to do. They have agreed to stay in spirit while we do this life to support us. So they are sort of the organizer of our spirit team. Who's on our spirit team? I don't all know who's on my spirit team. I know it's composed of angels, energies, not all in my human understanding. So I don't worry about trying to understand it as much as I learn to honor it. Let the same be true when it comes to communicating with your spirit guide. You don't have to understand it all, but be open to it. You don't have to hear your spirit guide's name or know their gender. They are an energetic being that is constantly at your beck and call. They are listening to you, they are observing you, they are assisting you, they are supporting you, and they are loving you. So don't be afraid to talk to them and create space for you to hear them. Here are some of the challenges as we connect with our spirit guide. We often want to create human parameters around them. Name, gender, outfits, because our human part is our questioner, our worrier, our doubter, wants to know, show me, prove it. So we need to create some peace and ease in our human, which allows for space for our spirit to communicate. So when it comes to your spirit guide, if you get a name, and it'll pop in like a thought, if you get a feeling of a gender, follow that and honor that. And if you don't, you have the ability, opportunity to create what is comfortable for you. Your spirit guide wants to communicate and have this be a back and forth, a two-way communication. They don't care what name you assign them. They don't care what gender you assign them or what outfit you put on them. They want you to do what you need to do so that your human can find some ease with allowing this communication to move forward. So don't be afraid to assign a gender, assign a name, assign whatever details your human is craving so that your spirit can do some listening and talking. Your spirit guide is helping offer you opportunities in the areas you have chosen to practice or to learn or to create and build wisdom in this lifetime. And remember, they're there to assist you, so don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't worry about how you communicate. This is all where you have creative license. If you need to say it out loud, say it out loud. If you can say it in your head and trust that it has been heard, and say it in your head. If you need to write it down, write it down. That is where you have the creative license to create it so that it has ease in your human. If you were just spirit, you wouldn't need all that stuff. But we are here to play with a spirit-human integration, combination. And our human is that worrier, fearer, doubter. You'll hear me say it repeatedly. And we have to define ways to bring peace and ease into our human so that it is comfortable when we want to do something spiritual. So do you have a spirit guide? Yes. And you can name that spirit guide whatever you want. If you get the feeling that your spirit guide's name is Stan and you call them Jennifer, doesn't matter. They're still your spirit guide, still listening, still supporting, and still loving you. That's a human understanding that you may get it wrong. Don't worry about getting it wrong. Be curious to explore it. It's a journey, and you don't become masterful the first time you decide to try it. So let things unfold on a pathway of learning, that the more time you spend practicing, playing with it, being curious about it, exploring it, the more that'll happen. And really watch your human understanding, because your human understanding will speak loud, often louder than spirit, and will speak with authority. Will try to tell you you're doing it wrong, you're getting it wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. What about? How do you know? Breathe through those moments. They are natural occurrences because you're a spirit integrated with the human. Don't give your human the mic all the time. And if your human keeps asking a question, give it an answer. You have creative license. If your human says, who you talking to, give them a name. Your spirit guide is connecting with you regardless of the name you give it, the gender you assign it, and the outfit you put on it. They want to be in communication. They're always listening because their job in this lifetime is to observe you and honor you, support you, and love you. So when you can breathe in peace and understanding into your human, you'll have greater space to receive spiritual messages, to receive communication from your spirit guide. And you can't do it wrong. They are not carrying a clipboard, waiting for you to light a candle, get on your knees, clasp your hands. Relax through that. You need to develop communication with your spirit guide in the way that suits your human spirit integration. And all it needs to do is work for you. But there is spiritual energy, beings, movement, whatever we're beyond our understanding. We can't understand it all in this human integration. So release that worry of trying to understand it all and really release the fear of doing it wrong. Spirit communicates with thoughts, knowings, feelings, signs, and we'll talk about that in our other video. But understand, you do have a main spirit guide who is here to support you and always listening. Now, explore with excitement and curiosity how that works in your life. And if you sense a name, go with the name. If you just want to, you sense no name, but you want to assign a name, that's okay too. But recognize there is a spiritual energy working for you, on your team, leading the charge. I hope that helps. I'll post other videos. Keep your questions coming. Give me comments. I love to explore and do videos on topics that you're interested in. And thanks for getting comfy and listening to me. Talk to you soon. Love ya.